Good evening. We're here at the Upper Works Trail Registry. Jared is signing us in. It's just past 6:30 in the evening, and we are headed to the Flowlands camp area. And we're gonna stay 2 nights and hopefully do 5 peaks: Allen, Mount Redfield, Cliff, Skylight, and Gray. Hopefully. The weather tomorrow, Friday, is looking really good, but on Saturday we might have some rain. Oh, can you see that? Probably not. We're here right now on Henderson Lake. Yeah, we're gonna hike out this way. We're into Flowlands, camp there, head out to Allen, and then we have Cliff, Redfield, Skylight, and Gray. Hopefully. All right. This is really cute. Oh yeah, Mount Marcy, 10 miles in the Tallhoffs Preserve. All right, so yeah, we've got all our gear overnight. Maybe our packs are like at least probably 30 pounds, definitely 35 pounds. And we haven't done a backcountry overnight together before, so this will be really fun. And it's a 5 miles out and about 1,000 feet of elevation gain to camp. So yeah, we're about to get underway. Looks like they've been doing some trail work through here. Look at that little trail marker. Have us going around some of this mud. Woohoo! Talk about washout.
That fucking step right there was a lot.
Muddy. Hopefully that's not a sign for what is to come ahead.
I hope not.
We've got a lot of miles ahead of us in total. If we are able to successfully complete all 5 peaks, it'll be about between 35-40 miles. Of course, depending on which route we take. Jump it. Oh yeah, this is washed out. Alright, we're like just about 2 miles in already, and been following the Hudson actually. This part looks very underwhelming, but it is working away here at the bank. So holy cow, can you imagine this ripping full like level? Sounds scary, but it's a little marshy here, so bugs. Got 1 round of bug spray on, but it's really, this is so pretty. Look at that. So look at that, the water's so clear, very pretty. Yeah, I think that mountain we're looking at behind the trees is, oh no, it might be Marshall. Actually, looking at the map, I think it's Marshall. So we are turning here. Look at that, 1.6 in, turning onto Lake Colden Trail, about 3 miles to yeah, camp where we're headed to Flowlands. This is very nice, very picturesque. It almost looks like it's drizzling with all the bugs landing on the water. Oh, the water bugs. Oh, cute. It's like a little stump. So the trail already has been a bit muddy. Love it. Got your classic Adirondack trail right here. So I said in the beginning, oh, this nice flat gravel is really nice. Yeah. I spoke too soon. I just had a big slippy. That mud is like peanut butter. cool. There's been a lot of cute little bridges already. Dig it. Like this. Interesting. Way to pass. Wow. And here we have nicely fresh rebuilt trail. A relief. They've been doing a lot of work because last month when I was in here hiking Mount Colden, there was a lot of trail work and rerouting there too, so it's great to see refreshing flat ground. All right, we just stopped to take a little break and pee and take our packs off, and that was delightful.
I feel like I'm ready for a marathon now.
Ready for a marathon. Feeling refreshed. So we are 3 miles in, which means we're 2 miles from camp. So that's awesome. It's just about 8 o'clock now. And this is the best time of year to be hiking, right? Because we'll have daylight till at least 9 o'clock. Rocks are getting bigger. The air is getting cooler. This is great. Tell us, what was it like coming through that bog?
Well, I almost fell in the mud because someone stopped.
I stopped in the bog.
Yeah, you did.
Look at all the moss, though. My glasses are fogging up.
I'm sure the internet will tell me I was purely hiking too close to you, though. They might be right.
Wow. Holy shit. This is where I want to live. I want to live up there with the fairies, in the forest, in the moss. Magical moss land. Well, with magical moss land comes magical mud land, and that is where we are now. But thankfully there's all these lovely rocks to step on. Okay, solid mud. Nice. Moss!
This reminds me of a mini Kuchakraga.
Mini Kuchakraga. Oh yeah, look at this. What the fuck?
PG, man.
Oh. Yeah, I go this way. I think I want to go this way at least. Hopefully I don't regret this decision. Anyway. And I would like to come out with dry shoes. Thankfully there's some solid land over here because that is just straight muck into a bog. Nice and nimble. Very good.
Ain't nothing like an extra 40 pounds.
Nothing like an extra 30, 40 pounds on your back.
Throw off your balance.
Well, at least with that being said, and this boggy terrain, we must be very close now to Flowlands Lake Bog Camp area. Oh my god, look at that. There's like a hole that just goes... Oh, that's freaky. And there's this, and there's that. I'm going this way. Oh yeah, there's the trail marker. Wow, that's a big step. I think. Look at this. This is epic. But nothing freaks me out more than those weird holes in the ground that just appear out of nowhere and seem to go down into nowhere. All that moss. Oh my gosh. This is very wet. Mud's, you just never know sometimes with this Adirondack mud if it's like solid enough to step in or if your whole boot is gonna get engulfed. Careful, SpongeBob. All right. We'll see ya when we get to camp. Oh, getting Rudy. Good morning. We are here at camp next to Flowlands Lake behind me and also Mount Colden back there. We might get another view of that as we head up the trail. So it's about 8 a.m. and today's mission is we are after Skylight, Gray, Redfield, and Cliff. So our plan is to go all the way out to Skylight and hit the rest on the way back. It should be like about 14.5 miles out and back with a little over 5,000 feet elevation gain. So that's gonna be interesting, but at least we're out here at the bases of the mountains so we can kind of take our time. Today's weather should be nice. Hopefully it clears up a little bit during the day, but there's no low-lying clouds like over Colden or anything, so we should not be socked in today. So yeah, we're gonna get it. We're getting it. So I'll see you on the trail. And here we are crossing via this epic suspension bridge. Look at this. Woohoo! We're crossing the Ascent River. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm like, let me make sure my phone lands in my pocket. Look at that waterfall. It sounds like it's roaring. Woo! Yeah, it's swaying. Oh my god! That's a suspension bridge. That was really cool. Alright. And away we go. Oh, gorgeous. So we're about a mile into the trail today. From where we were at camp, the summit of Cliff was only 3.5 miles away. Crazy, but we're gonna go out, like I said, out to the furthest and make our way back. And really think we can conquer all 4 of these peaks. Let's go. All right, I'll catch you guys later on the trail. So it is almost 10:30 now, and we're just about 4 miles in, and we have turned onto the Marcy Trail, headed up to Skylight and Gray. Coming up to this point, there are some really cool gorges following the river and lots of mud, all manageable mud though, but it's like an obstacle course. So looks like the sun is coming out, feeling good. Whew. Oh, that log is a little weak. Gorgeous out here. Oh my god, I love it. How's the nature?
The nature's great.
The nature's great. Look at that mountain behind us.
Oh wow.
Not sure what that is, but it's a mountain and it's gorgeous.
That might be Algonquin.
That might be Algonquin.
On the other side of Avalanche Pass.
Whoo, slippy.
Big step.
Yeah, stepped on an awkward route there. All right, so yeah, making our way up towards Skylight. We got some serious elevation gain ahead, getting to Skylight, and then just the other 3 peaks. And yeah, oh, look at this. It's like, yeah, it's like swampy, but it's moving. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. Okay. All right, guys. I'm putting this away.
That's some deep mud, too. Water source in Adirondack.
Yeah. Lake Tier of the Clouds. That's so beautiful. Highest lake source and water source in Adirondacks. Oh, check that out. You can see gray back there.
This is also the start of the watershed for the Hudson.
Nice.
Oh, really? A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
This is where the Hudson River starts.
All the way up here.
I'm assuming fed by a spring. Yeah. Yeah.
Yup. There's gray. All right. It looks like someone violated the moss.
We've seen little tiny jellyfish.
Freshwater jellyfish. Look at that. You learn something every time you come out here. The more you know.
Pretty interesting.
Checking out Gray, looking good over there.
I didn't realize Gray was an open face.
Yes, 360 summit. And get Jared tripping
I
on.
should watch the trail a little bit more.
Oh, fun. Look at this. Mud.
Oh, jeez.
Mud. Very easy to get through, though. I don't know.
Lots of rocks.
I don't know why people are going that way through the moss. Ooh. No camping there. Don't do it.
Too high up elevation.
Yeah, no camping above 3,500 feet elevation. So we are, making our way to Skylight. We've got maybe a mile to get there. Here we go. I'm cheesing so hard on the summit of Skylight. This is a high peak 42 of 46, and right there, that is Mount Marcy just towering behind. Like, you feel like, you know, your high elevation here at Skylight, it's 4,900, but Mount Marcy is just towering. All right, check out this view. You can see Saddleback Basin, Haystack, Dix Range back there. Oh my god. Oh, I'm blocking the view. Hold on, let's do that again. The layers of mountains is unreal. And then over here you can see you got Marshall, Iroquois, Algonquin, Colden with the slides, right? And then Gray next up. This summit is incredible. I wish that I could have had my 46 finish here, but changed plans and mountains are here to be climbed. What do you think?
I think this is beautiful.
This is, oh, and the sun is coming out. The layers over here with that like turquoise view of the sky. Ah, I can't. All right, well, this is it for now. We are just under 6 miles in from camp. It's a little after 12 p.m. So I'm gonna have a little lunch and head to peak number 2 for the day. And yeah, I'll show you that. So we are descending down from the summit of Skylight, and gosh, I see where it might get its name from. Absolutely epic. Marcy. Look at this. This is just breathtaking. These 360 summits. Ah, my favorite. So, yeah, we're headed straight down and then straight up Gray there. So, yeah, I'll see you there.
And with floating logs, I was like, you've been on all these trails, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't think they exist anymore. And he said, they don't. Not really, at least.
All right, now you have it. Floating logs don't really exist anymore.
They're there, but they have an established herd path around them, and they're halfway sunk.
If you didn't know, weather's subject to severe change. Not just change, but severe change. And anyway, so we're standing here at the intersection for Skylight and Marcy. So quick half mile up and half mile down. So we're gonna head back 0.3 miles to Lake Tier of the Clouds and head up to Gray Peak.
Great.
Woo! Let's get it. There it is. Summit of Gray Peak. In the trees here, but just like 10 feet past, there's before the summit, there's a view. Oh, it was work to get up here. There was some really steep climbing, really technical. Definitely a lot harder to get up than Skylight, even though it's short and challenging. So yeah, I'll walk over and show you the view, but I need to put the GoPro away because I need both hands to climb there. All right. So this is the view from the lookout spot. Maybe like 15 feet before the summit sign, actual summit, and there's Skylight, where we just came from.
And Tears Pond.
Yeah. Tears Lake of the Clouds. There's Mount Marcy. Got a nice cloud coming over right now. The sun's actually pretty powerful today. Should have brought sunblock. Gotta reapply bug spray. All right, this is the view. It's gorgeous. It was, like I said, grueling to get up here, so we're gonna crawl down half on our butts and yeah, get ready for the next two high peaks. Climbing up this little crevasse. I will tell you, going down it to cliff sucked. Really awkward, but up it was easier to place your hands and your feet. But this is legit. It gets steeper this way. That's a solid like 12 feet, I'd say. Woohoo!
I've done worse.
I got some sap on my finger. So we just passed people. Oh, you can maybe make out their orange up there. But yeah, the trail just... This trail to cliff, this herd path is freaking gnarly. Great. But, what did I say?
Cliff.
Just kidding, we're on Gray. This herd path to Gray has been gnarly. I've been messing up my mountain names all day. But anyway, when you get to this point, at least we're almost back to the intersection, where we're gonna head down and get ready for Redfield and Cliff, actual Cliff Mountain. So maybe I'll share a little bit of this mud. Really muddy up here too, so the bugs were bad at the summit, right?
Oh, horrible.
But it's all manageable mud. You just have to plan your steps out. There's plenty of debris. Oh yeah, fun little climb.
Forgot about this.
Yeah, I forgot about this one. Whee! Oh, that breeze. Breeze is delicious.
Another one that was easier on the way down.
Yeah. So coming up was challenging, and someone we passed said going up is hard, but down is easy. And just because of how steep some of this is, definitely not easy, but you know, there's been harder, but this was a good challenge. Woo! This is a really good challenge, getting up here to cliff. I'd do it again.
Getting up to Gray.
Getting up to Gray, just kidding. Yep, Gray Peak. That's what we just did. My high peak, 43 of 46. What about you? You count?
30 of 46?
Jared thinks it's his 30th.
No, 29.
29th high peak for Jared. So, yeah. I didn't realize too that up to Gray was a herd path, and it's a true Adirondack herd path. And if you've hiked up here, then you know exactly what I mean. I just showed you a little bit of it. Oh, this is a cool rock. Hello. Moss Central.
I can see the intersection.
Yeah, I see the little opening there at the bottom. All right, well, that's it for Gray Peak. Lovely little summit next to Marcy. Very small up there. There definitely wasn't a lot of room at the summit, and the trail got a bit narrow. And there's this one section where it looked like they were going to put in a ladder. There were just some giant 2x4s and 4x4s laying in a very awkward position. So that's cool. Help avoid more trail erosion to keep people on the same path. Whew! Okay, and just like that, here we are. Pretty much we're at the intersection here. There's your little Karen. And crossing. Ooh, baby. A little off balance there. And our lake tiers of the clouds. That's where we went for Skylight.
Don't do this.
Yeah, what the heck is that? Leaving their trash?
It's like some garbage.
Bruh. There's socks.
And a sweatshirt.
Socks. 3 old meals, socks, sweatshirt. It's a man's. There's boxers. Well, that wasn't here on our way in, so hopefully they're taking it out with them. But anyway, off to Redfield. It's gonna be a little bit time to get there. It's just after 4 p.m. now, and we are here, the little Karen, to head up to Redfield and Cliff. Going out to Redfield first because that's quite a bit. I'm trying to see what it says for mileage, but it's not telling. Mount Redfield Trail. I feel like there's going to be herd paths, but yeah, we're just under 10 miles in for the day, and weather's warm down here, so I'm gonna head up to Redfield. Oh yeah, look at that. Redfield and Cliff. Let's do it. Here we are on the summit of Mount Redfield. For me, this is high peak 44 out of 46. And holy cow, beautiful views, beautiful views. We're about, looks like 11 miles in, 9 hours, 20 minutes in. It's 5:30, and look at this view. Layers. The clouds are just adding so much definition. This is gorgeous. So right there, Allen Mountain, that's planning on being my 46th finish tomorrow. So we're having a snack and gonna head down. It was absolutely wild to get up here. Very rooty and rocky, quite intense, but third mountain of the day, so kind of running low on steam there. But yeah, I'm gonna soak this up a little bit and head down and hit Cliff and get back to camp for dinner. All right, it's a little after 6:30 now, and we are at the intersection for Cliff. You can kind of see it through the trees there. There's this lovely little cairn that lets you know you're going on that herd path now, which also looks probably just as fun as going up to Redfield. So at least this is super short. I wish I had exact mileage, but yeah, this is at 0.9. So
probably like a little over 2 out to Redfield.
Yeah, so it looks like a mile out and a mile back. We'll take it. All right, yeah, anyway, so yeah, going to grab that last peak and then head back to camp. I am so ready to be at camp and relaxing and take these boots off.
Yep.
My feet are tired.
Feet are tired.
All right, so gonna get it. Here we go. I'll bring you with us in the beginning. Fun. Look at this. Very nice. Mini floating logs. I got scared. I will admit I overreacted a little bit. I thought I was going in, and I was like, no, not yet. Ooh. Yep, these logs be floating on some serious mud. Gross. Yep. It's looking a lot like where we just came from.
Bird path.
Herd path, a typical Adirondack herd path. Roots and mud. Holy fucking shit. This looks like a absolute free-for-all. Alright guys, I'm putting this away. We're sitting here at the top of cliff summit. There's the sign. High peak 45 out of 46. And I will not be doing this one again. There was no joke coming up those cliffs. I definitely think they were harder than the Saddleback cliffs. Yeah, bit of exposure to be honest. And like, gosh, the biggest one was like almost like 30 plus feet. Got frozen. That was rough. But then the rest of the half of the trail, once you get up to a certain elevation, wasn't bad. It was just like a regular herd path. Lots of mud up here. So having a snack here. Type 3 fun. Honestly, really glad that we did this one last. It's like pretty much 8 o'clock at night, so we gotta head down and get back to camp. This has been a very interesting day. Yeah, very interesting day. Like, Skylight was so blissful and like pretty easy to get up. And Gray had it was rugged for sure. And Redfield was rugged. That was wild. And then this was even wild. It's like they kind of got more wild as we went. Yeah, but anyway, do you have anything for the people?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, me too. My feet are like vibrating.
I can feel my heartbeat in the ball of my foot.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, anyway, there's nothing to see up here but some lovely pine trees and the summit sign. So, gonna head down very carefully once we get to the cliffs and get back to camp. So, yeah, maybe we'll see you then.